Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro, everyone. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Coffee Fest. Coffee Fest is happening next week in Los Angeles, and you can get a 50% discount code in the comments below, in the show notes, in all of the different places that you might be looking and watching this. So head to coffeefest.com. I'll be there, and a bunch of really cool people that I know is going to be there. Chris DeFerio from Keys to the Shop is going to be there for sure. Shout out to Chris, and thanks for the shout out on Instagram today. So head to coffeefest.com, enter the 50% discount code that we have in the show notes below, and you can pick up your ticket for as little as $30, which is fantastic. You should be going to this no matter whether you're a cafe owner or an employee or looking to get into coffee. It's awesome. So I hope to see you guys there. It will be fantastic. Now, today on the Daily Coffee Pro, I am dedicating this episode to the business owners out there who are business owners with integrity. I am hearing from a ton of people about burnout, and that burnout is not only attributed to the fact that doing business is really tough, but you add to that the idea that you end up with sucky humans who are equally as taxing on those efforts, and that makes everything that much harder. There are people out there of all different kinds. There are humans who are looking to help you. There are humans that are looking to hinder you. There are humans who don't even know where they sit on that whole spectrum. Either way, you're going to encounter a myriad of different kinds of people. And if you are experiencing burnout, which a lot of business owners are, I experience it more in different times based on what I've got going on. But I'm not special. I experience it just like everybody else, and we'll experience it for different reasons. Some of us are great at dealing with people. Other us are terrible at dealing with risk. And I know some people who are fantastic at risk, but are just terrible at dealing with humans. So in this episode of the podcast, what I want to talk about is, what do we do with all of that yuckness when it comes to shitty humans? Humans suck. And I have a post about this on Instagram today if you want to go and read it and check it out. I listed 4 things there that I think that everyone needs to know who's experiencing this, because I know that I'm not alone. I know I hear on a daily basis from people that are telling me handling people is making me want to pull my hair out. I want to tell you a couple of things. I want to make sure that I get this right. Firstly, it's going to be okay. No matter where you are in your journey as a business owner, learning how to deal with shit humans is the only way. Experiencing shit humans is the only way you learn how to deal with shit humans. And so just think of it as a part of your life's journey and your business journey. You don't just magically know how to deal with people who suck. And take some solace in that. The other thing I want you to know is that not all people suck, and learning how to bring more people into your sphere, into your business, into your life, into your friendship circles, into all of it takes practice. It's a learnt behavior. I am personally somebody who has loads of empathy, and I take people at their word a lot. And that has bitten me on the ass more times than I care to imagine and care to mention, But it is what it is. The only way I'm going to learn is by continuing to get bitten on the ass. And I'm grateful to say that I am finally learning. And the reason I'm learning is because of one of the other things that I wanted to talk about is that I'm getting assertiveness training. I am learning how to set boundaries. I'm learning how to say what I mean and mean what I say. I'm learning to identify what it's like when people step all over my boundaries. And I'm understanding what it's like to be passive when that happens. If I'm passive when that happens, I'm being complicit in sucky people being a part of my journey. And so learning how to stop people from doing that assertively and not being aggressive about it so that I'm not walking all over their boundaries is a really grown-up adult way to handle things. And so it takes practice, like with any other skill. And I find that in business, as in life, but I feel mostly in business, a lot of people are going to turn up that suck because they want a free ride. And they're going to try and fuck you over because they think that it's an easy way to either make a quick buck or to feel good about themselves, or clearly you can afford it because you're making millions of dollars when they screw you over and try and sue you and do all of these things. And look, those of us who own businesses know how absolutely incorrect that is. And that leads me to the fourth point that I wanted to make about what you need to know when it comes to this stuff. These people are going to show up and they're going to do these things to you. They're going to either underperform at work deliberately. They're going to underperform at work without even realizing that they're underperforming at work and expect you to somehow make a million concessions for them. And then they're going to go on to sue you because of that, or maybe not sue you, but talk shit about you. They may spread lies about you. You know, these are all the kinds of behaviors that happen when people who suck turn up in your sphere. The consolation and the point of gratitude that I want you to take is that if you have checked your behavior, if you know 100% that you've acted with integrity and that you haven't tried to fuck anyone over, you can put your head on a pillow at the end of the night and know that you can sleep like a baby. It will be difficult to get through this, but you will get through this. Owning a business, being an entrepreneur, teaches you resilience. It teaches you problem-solving skills. You're going to be okay. This person, they have to live with themselves. And I want you to take that with you. I want you to take with you the idea that you are working at building something. People who suck eventually, like all of us, have to pay the piper, just like we all have to pay the piper. And what I mean by that is they have to face up to the shittiness of who they are eventually. Life makes you do that. I don't know how or why or what force it is that causes such balance in the world, but it does. And you stay in your lane. Keep treating people well, but boundary yourself. And do what it takes to protect yourself. I'm learning these skills in a big way myself right now, and I wanted to share this because I am hearing a lot of people coming up me saying, as I said in the beginning of this episode of the podcast, that they're experiencing the fatigue of building a business, and then on top of that, having to deal with people who just make it harder for no reason. Like, they don't have to make it harder, but they do. It is part of the journey, and it won't always be like this, and you will be okay. Learn to protect yourself and be grateful that you are not a person that sucks. On that note, peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day, and think about getting the assertiveness training that Jamie Berry and I are doing on the 21st of September in Sydney, Australia, which will be made available later as an online video course. This will go so far to helping you become the kind of human that you're looking to become. I look forward to talking to you next time. Peace out.